This is one of the very best jerk baits in the Mega Bass lineup that nobody's really using. Everybody wants to use the Vision 110 and the Vision 110 Junior and the +1 versions of those lures. But this is arguably one of the best ones, and it's so underutilized, and I don't really hear anybody ever talking about it. I mean, there's not even a bunch of nearly as much video content on YouTube about this thing that there is out there either. So we're going to release this fish real quick, and I'll tell you about it real quick. Decent largemouth, easy 2.5 pounder. First cast on the trick darter. Other way, baby. There you go. Get on out of here. All right, now let me talk about that bait. There it is, the trick darter. So, when would you pick up this bait versus the 110 or the 110 Junior? Well, first of all, what this thing does that's different from those two is obviously it has a little bit taller body profile, okay? So it's got more of a shad body than you get out of that minnow profile on the 110 Junior line of jerk baits. So it imitates a threadfin or a gizzard shad a little bit better. Also, it's a little louder. You can hear those rattles, those BBs in there. What that is the weight transfer system that rolls to the back of the tail to get you a longer cast, but they roll to the front to get this bait to suspend in the water. But it's louder when you're actually working the bait in the water. It puts off a decent rattle. You can actually hear it underwater as you're working it when it gets in close, and it works better on fish that are slightly more aggressive, and when they're fishing, well, when you're fishing in a little bit warmer water. It does well in those particular situations. The 110 seems to do most of its best work when the water's super frigid and really cold and you're working a bait very slowly and meticulously. With the X80 trick darter, I can cover water faster and more aggressively. You can see in the water run, I'm showing you the action of this bait here. The difference is that the 110 wants to sit perfectly in the water and just cut side to side, but the trick darter almost rolls over. It wants to roll over on its side, and then it centers itself. You can see the flash from it kicking. It almost rolls all the way over and then centers itself, and that little bit more aggressive movement will get you more fish when they're feeding aggressively. And if I'm covering a larger body of water or large expanses of water, like a big flat or something like that, I'll pick up this first, and then I'll go to a 110 if the fish get finicky or if water temperatures drop.